I think that since October 7th, but really before then, there have been huge shifts in America on how people think about Jews and Israel. And I think that is especially true of young people. So we are now wrestling with a new, I think, generational divide here. And I think that's particularly true in that social media is now our source of media. And this, it used to be that the media you got in America was American media, and it was pretty mainstream. It generally didn't express extreme anti-Israel views. You had to go to a pretty weird bookstore to find global media and fringe media. But today, we have social media, which is a global medium, right? Its algorithms are shaped by billions of people worldwide who don't really love Jews. And so while in the 1990s, a young person probably wasn't going to find Al Jazeera or someone like Nick Fuentes, today those media outlets find them. They find them on their phones. It's also this increasingly post-literate media, less and less text, more and more videos. So you have TikTok just smashing our young people's brains all day long with video of carnage in Gaza. And this is why so many of us can't have a sane conversation with younger Jews, because anything that we try to say to them, they are hearing it through this wall of carnage. So I want to give data and information and facts and arguments, and they are just seeing in their minds carnage, and I sound obscene. And, I think, unfortunately, the very smart, bet that we made on Holocaust education to serve as anti-Semitism education, in this new media environment, I think that is beginning to break down a little bit. Because, Holocaust education is absolutely essential. But I think it may be confusing some of our young people about anti-Semitism because they learn about big, strong Nazis hurting weak, emaciated Jews. And they think, anti-Semitism is like anti-black racism, right? Powerful white people against powerless black people. So when on TikTok all day long they see powerful Israelis hurting weak, skinny Palestinians, it's not surprising that they think, I know, the lesson of the Holocaust is you fight Israel. You fight the big, powerful people hurting the weak people.
Yo, if you type in Gaza right now, bro, them niggas is fucked up. Like, fucked up bad, bro. Ain't nothing out there but dirt, rocks, and rebels. And no news channel is covering it. From BBC, to NBC, to CNN, you feel me? But it's 16 with Channel 16 News. And I got you. So on October 7th, 2023, Hamas, which is some niggas that's associated with Gaza, you feel me? They had ran an attack on some Israeli soldiers and shit. And they had kidnapped a bunch of people, you feel me? And they smoked a couple people. And Israel said, bet, nigga, we gonna wage war on y'all forever behind this shit. And Israel meant everything that they fucking said, bro. Ever since then, it's been bomb at the bomb at the bomb at the military strike at the military strike at the military strike. When you see what these niggas like, bro, these niggas don't have buildings anymore. They don't have infrastructure. Like, how we just wake up and we go into a hospital, or we wake up going to a store, or we wake up and go into a home. All they shit is kibbles and bits, dust and rocks, concrete and sandpaper. That shit is over with, you feel me? And it's not getting no national news because Izzy got the big bucks. Izzy tell niggas, hey, you don't say that, you don't do that, and niggas listen, you feel me? So it's 16 from Channel 16 News, bro. When you get a chance, really just type that shit right now, Gaza right now, and tell me if you would like to live there. I'm watching the joint and shit. The lady that she supposed to be a nurse and a survivor and shit, she like, it's amazing we getting any fucking thing done. We don't got cleaning supplies. We can't clean a wound out this motherfucker. We barely got functioning doors to go to and from places. This shit is ridiculous. So yeah, bro, be thankful you got what you got, my nigga. This shit get deep.
Bieten mir direkt ihr mitgebrachtes Fernglas an.
May I ask you why you come here?
We live in Sderot.
Yes.
And you come to see it.
And how do you feel about it?
Very good. All destroyed.
You think it's good, yeah?
Yeah. Very good.
Von hier aus kann man bis nach Beit Hanun in Gaza sehen. Nahezu alles liegt in Schutt und Asche. Bis heute wurden mindestens 72.000 Palästinenser getötet. Es ist unklar, wie viele Leichen noch unter den Trümmern liegen.
Hamas from the bottom.
You mean even in the belly?
Yeah. It's Hamas.
Ich bin in Israel an der Grenze zu Gaza. Auf diese Aussichtsplattform kommen täglich Touristen, manchmal in ganzen Reisegruppen.
Is there also a part of you feel sorry for the people?
I think that all the people over there want to kill me, want to kill my child, want to kill our people. So no, we cannot live together.
So it can't be both, you mean?
No.
Do you make a difference between Hamas and civilians?
All the same. I think all the same. There is no innocence. It's Hamas.
All of them.
Yeah. Sorry for the kid in Gaza.
Ich treffe hier auch viele junge Menschen. Für diese drei ist der Besuch der Plattform einfach ein schöner Sommerausflug.
Why are you here? To see?
Yes.
And how do you feel about it? Good. Very good. Yeah. Why?
Oh, these terrorists.
Begegnungen wie diese zeigen mir, wer nur noch das Leid der eigenen Seite sehen kann, läuft Gefahr, seine Menschlichkeit zu verlieren.
This is Omar Mukhtar Street in Gaza City Rimal neighborhood. Before the war, it was lined with department stores and apartments. What was once a bustling business district is now marked by destruction and displacement. Before October 2023, residents say daily life revolved around this neighborhood. Now, many buildings are in ruins, businesses are shut, and basic services barely function. But for those who remain, daily routines continue, even if every task now requires them to improvise.
After the war, the area was left devastated. What remains now is extreme overcrowding and chaos. Goods are scarce, and the area has turned into a patchwork of makeshift shelters. Diseases and epidemics have spread amid growing piles of garbage and rubble.
Families share water and electricity from generators. Whatever is still working depends largely on communities' cooperation. Some businesses have partially reopened, not because conditions have improved, but because people have little alternative.
I
used to run a company called Mobile Zone, a full technology centre, but the building was destroyed and the business was heavily damaged. I had to transform it into a space where students can study and access the internet, alongside a small cafe where people can find a moment of comfort after everything they have endured.
From above, the scale of destruction across Gaza is visible, but on the ground, the impact is measured differently. This street was once the commercial and social heart of Gaza City, but today it tells a different story about survival in a place where much of normal life has disappeared, but where people who are doing what they can to rebuild, adapt, and endure. In Rimal, the destruction may be impossible to ignore, but so too is the determination of those still here. This single street is a portrait of Gaza, a place reshaped by war, suspended between loss and survival. Hani Mahmoud, Al Jazeera, from Gaza City, Palestine.
And now to the Middle East, where the Trump administration is floating an ambitious and also futuristic vision for Gaza. The proposal comes as Israel works to carry out the next step in Trump's ceasefire agreement. The National News Desk, Kayla Gaskins, joins us live from D.C. right now. Now, you've been covering this story for so many angles for so long now. What can you tell us?
So, Angela, Gaza's been nearly flattened by the current war between Hamas and Israel, and some are seeing this as an opportunity to revolutionize a highly valuable and desirable slice of the Mediterranean coastline, but there are some major hurdles. Turning a war-torn enclave into a world-class futuristic city filled with beach resorts and high-tech trains. That's the blueprint behind Project Sunrise, a Trump administration proposal pitching Gaza's reconstruction, obtained by the Wall Street Journal. U.S. officials say a team led by Jared Kushner and Middle East envoy Steve Witkoff developed the plan over the past month and a half. A 32-page presentation outlines a 4-phase rebuild, starting with humanitarian relief and ending with a luxury development along Gaza's coast. But critics say the plan is detached from the realities on the ground. We spoke with Kobe Michael, a senior researcher at the Israeli-based Institute for National Security Studies at Tel Aviv University.
I think that the idea that such a plan was introduced indicates about the huge gap of the American understanding about the Palestinian society.
The $112 billion 10-year plan would be anchored by nearly $60 billion in U.S. grants and loan guarantees, but it's contingent on Hamas fully disarming, a key reason critics question whether investors would take the risk.
You're not going to convince anyone to invest money in Gaza if they believe another war is going to happen in 2 to 3 years.
Successfully getting the Palestinians on board is another major hurdle. Kobe Michael says the Palestinians will likely see such a rebuilding plan as simply another form of colonialism.
The idea that it will be done by foreigners is something that is not accepted by the Palestinians themselves.
And Angela, the White House says President Trump continues to monitor developments and remains committed to laying the groundwork for a peaceful and prosperous Gaza. Meanwhile, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is preparing to visit President Trump at Mar-a-Lago on December 29th. Live on Capitol Hill, I'm Kayla Gaskins reporting for the National News Desk, America's News Now.